Hi my loves and welcome to my channel. My name is Erica. This is GypsyCowgirlTarot. I am a psychic medium, oracle, and prophetess. So welcome in everybody. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. All right. You guys see my title, so you guys already know why you're here. This is going to be a quick message for the Divine Feminine Collective. What you guys need to know at this time. Venus is going direct, I want to say tonight. This wants to come out. Smoke and mirrors, exactly. Exactly. How funny, look, 42, and on the bottom of the deck is 43. Okay. So Venus going direct, what does that mean for the Divine Feminine? I will be doing a collective message for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine Collective, Twin Flame or Soulmate, but it's kind of like, while Venus has been direct, it's really been kind of like a time of like, you know, I'm not an astrologer, so, you know, this is just what I'm receiving, right? Like what I feel, what I'm receiving, and what the message is, okay? Obviously retrograde is like a time of revisiting, reflecting, right? So this is gonna be for, you know, connections, anything that's like connected to love, the heart, you know, your passions, things like that, right? So it's been a time of like really reflecting, going within, revisiting things. There's been a lot of, for some, a lot of like karmic energy that's come through, where it was like another like test per se from the universe, in matters of the heart. You know, maybe people circling back around. We have a lot of planets in retrograde, so it's kind of a common theme here. Or just like past events, things that you've gone through in life that you didn't heal or clear. It's really been chaotic, like a chaotic, like discomforting energy in love in particular. 222 on the timestamp. And when I say love, I mean, this could be in family, this could be with friends, this could be like, you know, it's mostly, I'm getting your career, but it's mostly going to be like more like relationship kind of stuff is what I feel. But it could be like, you know, you love what you do, or you have a passion project that you pursue, or whatever it is. There could be, you know, a halt in the energy flow of that. There could have, things could have, you know, kind of like slowed down. Money could have slowed down, you know, just things of that nature. But really it's like reflection on your relationships, on things that are just connected to your heart space in general. It's been an emotional time. You know, I think that for some people, like if you've been on a, you know, if you're like on your ascension journey, healing path, right? With smoke and mirrors, I mean, it's perfect because it's literally, and for me, it's like this Venusian kind of Aphrodite type coloring through the card. Even similar almost to the color of the Venus planet, to be honest with you, if you guys have ever seen it. Anyways, you see the little white butterflies, so you know that you guys have been connecting through spirit at this time, you know, through the summer, or where you're at. It could be winter, I don't know, but in the Northern Hemisphere, we've been in summer. The pre-retrograde started, I want to say, around June 17th. I don't know, it could be 17th, 18th, 19th, I don't know. Somewhere around there is when people really started feeling it. And then through this time is the time of really diving in and looking at these facets of your connections, your partnerships. You know, you could have a business partnership with someone, you know, and could be someone that you're very close to or not, but maybe that's falling apart because it's like the shadow aspects of these situations were brought to light in a huge way. With Venus going direct, it's no more smoke and mirrors. What it does is it gives us a chance to be bold with our heart, be bold with our love, Go after the things that we are passionate about. Go after the things that that we love. So for the feminine, okay, this is a time right now, I think, what is it? Oh my gosh, what planet is it? Oh my gosh, tonight. It's like Jupiter. Jupiter starts a retrograde. And it's like a face-off type energy with Venus going direct and then Jupiter going into its retrograde, which that can slow down the energy too. It's like this slowdown. And I'm hearing this Dierks Bentley song, and it's called Settle for a Slowdown, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm like, I'll settle for the slowdown right now. Like, I will settle for the slowdown of energy and just whatever that we're gonna be experiencing. Because it's been very crazy and chaotic, right? It's been very crazy and chaotic. But I will tell you, if you are on this journey, feminine, 555, and you're and I'm also with the 42. This could be someone's age, obviously, 24, whatever. But it's 6, you know, it's a 6. So for me, I'm getting like 666. I'm seeing 66 and 666. So you guys could be seeing that or those number signs a lot. But it's like a time of getting real. So for like those of you guys on a twin flame journey, or like, you know, a soulmate, and a soulmate can have a soulmate connection with like a divine counterpart out there, this could be a very powerful time. It is. I think that, I don't think I know, that's why with this starting off in the beginning of September, that's why we're getting this really auspicious energy through September going and October of Venus, you know, direct. Just what it brings through and what it does. It is what it is. 6. Oh my gosh, see? And literally right as this came out and I looked up, the timestamp was 6:59. So and then it turned to 7 minutes. So it's like we were in the 6 minute mark. 6. Oh, there's a 3 on the bottom. I feel like something flipped over though. Let me know in the comments below how you guys have been feeling over the past couple months, like 2.5 months or whatever. What have you been feeling? What have you been experiencing? And when I'm asking this is a reading for you. So I want to know about you, you know, like what have you been experiencing? 35, a tall tale. See, Pinocchio, you know, Pinocchio is this like sweet, innocent energy, but Pinocchio is deceived because of, you know, his naivety, he's naive, right? Trusts the wrong person. And I feel like this is like, in a sense, like your inner child here, where this has been a time in this Venus retrograde where you have been revisiting. For some of you guys, like I said, people from the past have reemerged, for you to finally cut ties or to heal or whatever it is. You know, I actually experienced that myself. You know, and it was something that I felt like I already knew, you know, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's so funny. I wasn't saying that because of that. And then I remembered, oh yeah, we actually have that out. But I'm glad because it gave me a chance to, you know, solidify, to let go, to, you know what I mean? To really hone in on the emotion of that. So, you know, and this could be platonic, this could be romantic, this could be a family member, maybe someone you had a falling out with, someone that you love or that you have strong emotion for, you're very connected to, you know, things like that. People in relationships, they're like, if it's like a karmic relationship, it is not good. It is not good. And the word forceful is coming through, where it's been very forceful energy. Like if you're someone in this kind of connection, or even if it's like a karmic parent or a karmic friend, or, you know, like I said, it can feel like you've been holding on to something that is long gone. Maybe even a job that you once very much loved and had a lot of passion towards. You know, whatever it is. But for the relationships, it's like people are seeing through the smoke and mirrors. They're seeing through the lies that they've been telling themselves. Okay, and what I'm getting, you know, Venus is like empress energy. Venus rules Libra and Taurus. It's the empress energy, the empress card. Traditional tarot, the empress has her little like shield on the ground by her, and it has the Venus symbol on it. It is that very sensual, feminine, receptive, love, passionate, like energy, sexuality, like that kind of stuff, right? So for you guys, divine feminines, my beautiful femmes, right? Some of you guys are at that empress level. You know, in my opinion, we all have that ability within us. We all have the divine feminine within, even if we're not embodying it, right? But some are at the empress frequency and level, and some aren't. That's okay. We're on a journey, right? So be very kind with yourself. But yeah, it's like you guys have been reflecting on your bodies, your physical, you know, temple, your, you know, maybe your daily habits and patterns, and your, you know, your diet, or the things that you eat, your health, your, you know, you've been maybe focusing, revisiting things as far as like finances, your job, work, career, your own business, starting a passion project, things of that nature. You started revisiting the parts of yourself that you were holding in this smoky mirror energy, telling yourself a tall tale. And I'm not saying like we're like, you know, you're just sitting around lying to yourself. It's not that, but there was something here that was eye-opening for you guys over the last couple months with this Venusian energy. And it really has to do a lot with your self-love and how you embody the self-love. So, holy, what? You guys, the bottom of the deck, I don't even know what it was on the bottom of the deck. I think it was the tall tale, I think. Yeah, because the 6 flew out. Yeah. So it was the Pinocchio card, a tall tale, how his nose grows with lies. I feel that too, you guys are, the closer that we've gotten to the retrograde coming to an end, like, I don't know, I feel like probably around Lionsgate, beginning of August time. For a lot of you guys, you may have had a surge of empowerment, confidence. This might have just recently started a week ago, you know? I don't know, and maybe this part won't resonate for everyone. That's okay, right? But it's like this feeling that you just started getting of, I'm meant for more. Like, I could do more. I should be doing more. You know, I'm here for a reason. You know, I feel that many of you guys, you kind of got back into your body. You know, maybe you started loving on yourselves more, doing things like, you know, getting a massage or a facial, even doing it for yourself, giving yourself like at home, you know, manicures, pedicures, exfoliating, you know, all these things. And I know if you're a man watching this, because men can absolutely be divine feminine energy, because we all embody both. So for some of you guys tuning in, you're like a DF in your, you know, in your divine union, okay? But even so, we all have, like, men get pedicures, men get manicures, men they exfoliate, you know, all of that, right? But that's what I feel. I'm getting like bubble baths and candles and, you know, that kind of energy. And I feel that you guys really started kind of diving into that Venusian energy, that Venus energy, because you had a long, hard look at yourself. And maybe it wasn't like a pivotal moment where you like sat down and were like looking at yourself and like really like reflecting and thinking and allowing things to come up. And, you know, that's another thing with the Venus in retrograde. There was a lot of like stuff from our past where we opened up our heart to people. And for some of you guys, you know, you've healed a lot of that, but for a lot of us, there's still those wounds, those dark black spots upon our heart, our higher heart, you know? And we had to go back and things came up. And what I mean by that is like, you may have started thinking of someone Probably they were thinking of you too, which is why you were also thinking of them. But it was a moment for you both to process. And I'm talking about karmic energy here. You know, and that's what I mean. There could have been people from the past that reemerged over the course of the past couple months. For some of you guys, you may have even just met a karmic person that you had past life karma with, and you healed it during this time. And it doesn't have to mean you got involved like heavily with someone or anything like that. This could be like, you know, I don't know, I'm getting like you went out to a birthday party, a friend's get together, or like a wedding, an event or something, right? And you met someone that night, okay? And maybe you guys, you know, were attracted to each other and you got flirty and, you know, maybe you guys made out or something. I don't know. This is the stuff that's coming through. So I know that you guys, some of you guys are this happened. And again, whatever, good for you. Like you're open, you're like living life. You're in a place where you're in control in the way that you're not going to let someone walk on you, siphon off of you, you know, breadcrumb you and put up with it, things like that, right? So what I mean is like, this was like, it wasn't like a one night stand thing. I mean, it could have been, I don't know. But I feel a lot of you guys are celibate. I feel a lot of you guys are very, you are discerning with the energy because you know way too much about energy and energy cords and the womb, like energy in your womb and, you know, all that stuff, right? But, and even for you men out there, same thing. If you're like an awoken masculine energy, like you're not going to be the same. You're not going to be like, you know, maybe if you used to be like a, you know, a big flirt or a womanizer, like, you know, that kind of a thing, where it was very easy for you to pursue people. You also are no longer like you're not interested in that. You're not interested in like shallow engagements with people at all. You can't do it anymore. You just get into a place with alignment and frequency where it's so off, it doesn't feel right. Nope, you don't even want it. And feminines too, that's what I mean. And I do feel, I'm actually like, now that I'm talking about, like just while I'm talking about the womb and sexual healing, I do get that. I feel a lot of you guys, while Venus was in retrograde, this had a lot to do with your sexuality, your sensual side, your body. Again, like I said, like your physical self, seeing deeper into that, reconnecting to your body, moving your body, touching, you know, your body. Like, and what I mean by that is like, you know, like hand on your heart and hand on your womb and doing breath work, you know. Maybe you didn't used to connect to yourself and your physical vessel in these ways. For me, like, you know, I've always kind of like, you know, sat down at night and stuff or whatever, and I've like massaged my legs and my feet and like, you know, I'll massage like my shoulders and my, you know, stuff like that. Obviously it never feels the same as like when someone else is doing it, right? But it helps and it releases and it helps stuff move through energy wise, and you know, then it helps my muscles and it does feel good, you know. And it helps me connect to my body, you know, and check in with myself, you know, how are my feet feeling? How are my legs? Do I have like certain, I mean, you guys, if you sit and like you actually get in touch with your physical vessel, like I couldn't believe like some of the knots that were in like my calf muscles and my, like the sides of my leg, like on the side of my thigh and stuff, like I didn't even know they were there until I started connecting to my physical body like that and doing this, right? Then I realized, holy crap, like I have these knots in my legs that are so painful, that feel like Charlie horses when I rub over them. They're like these lumps. It's like, boom, boom, like speed bumps, boom, 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 right? I'm just like, oh my gosh. And they're still there actually. And I've had massages and like, but yeah, I'm like doing it right now. I can feel them, like they're right there. And I feel that's where a lot of us hold, right? A lot of our trauma, we have a lot of past life stuff. It's the root chakra, you know, and your earth star chakra, but your root chakra. And, you know, I feel that, you know, with the heart, like that love energy and the sacral chakra energy with the sensuality, sexual, you know, that kundalini energy and all that. Like when Venus was in has been in retrograde, I think you guys started asking yourselves more questions like, you know, why am I insecure in this way? Or what, you know, like you kind of like face the shadow part of it. Like maybe you started doing mirror work, or maybe you started like, you know, if you're someone that maybe feels like, you know, you can't step outside of your house without makeup on, like maybe you started like, you know what, embracing more of your natural self. Like, I don't need that, right? Not that that's a bad thing, because I'm all for it. I'm a makeup girl, totally. And I always will be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like if anyone ever says to you that's like a spiritual person, like has any kind of judgment about you wearing makeup or getting your nails done or anything like that is not a superficial thing. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it because you like to. And like the Egyptians, you know, the Egyptians wore makeup. Like they were like some of the first, right? They were some of the most vain, you know? But anyways, just, it's okay. It's okay. Like, don't judge yourself. But I feel like maybe you guys start embracing more of these natural parts of yourself. You just, you know, I am seeing many of you guys sitting and doing mirror work and like, you know, getting in touch, looking into your eyes and, you know, all that, right? And looking into your soul and, you know, yeah, see shining through. It's like you allowed yourself to face some shadow parts, and you started doing this release work with that. So this retrograde, it's been tough. Like we've revisited heartbreaks. There could have been painful things that came up. You may have had painful or, you know, kind of disruptive, you know, things that happen within connections with people, you know, around you that you have love connections with, whether that's, again, platonic, romantic, whatever. I'm hearing a total eclipse of the heart. You guys did. You guys are having a total eclipse of the heart. I really feel that this did help to open the heart chakra even more. I feel like we're coming out of it though, you know, and I feel like we're coming, you know, into the Venus direct energy. And it's like, there's this energy of really feeling ready and good and better with yourself, you know? And for a lot of you guys, we're still here. We're still, you know, in this space of, you know, I'm seeing like face masks and, you know, like doing stuff like, you know, deep conditioning your hair and, you know, like really like taking care of your skin and really getting into like your body's health, gut health, your diet, healthier foods, you know, alkaline water is what I'm getting and things like that. I'm just, it really kind of put you into this space of like that empress energy. But you had to realize where you needed to shift in order to do that, which is wonderful. That's like a powerful testimony of your growth. Okay. But this is a time of like with the what I'm getting is like just disconnection, maybe having like, I don't know with who, but it's like the things that you've been holding down that are like connected to your heart chakra and like your emotions and just all this energy like that. Whatever you were suppressing still, like you're not suppressing that anymore. You've really learned a lot of your power through this Venus in retrograde. And then also all the other planets in retrograde too. But with Venus going direct, it's a time of opening the heart, being bold with things connected to the heart. So if you're in a karmic relationship, let's say, Venus retrograde, it would make you see all of the reasons why this love is over. What, you know, you would really reflect on the partnership that you're in. It doesn't fill my cup. It doesn't, you know, I'm not happy. I don't feel the love. But I don't speak my truth. Venus retrograde and then Venus going direct brings in the energy of just saying what you need to say. Okay. So you walk through the doors, you know, instead of like denying yourselves of like, no, everything's fine, I'm good. And I know that for many of you guys, right, you're like me, where you've been on this journey. So you do see through the smoke and mirrors. You do see through the illusions. But it is oftentimes hard for us to face our own illusions, our own shadows, or the ways that we're keeping ourselves stuck and bound, or the ways that we're not self-loving or fully loving. Venus in retrograde, it drew the light upon that, is basically what this whole, everything I just said was about. You no longer just said, it is what it is. You started doing something about it. Seeing beyond. This has been a really powerful time where you guys, again, like I said, you guys went within, you went into the soul. Through the eyes, you know, maybe, I keep getting mirror work. You know, whether you do that or not, maybe this is a call to action. Some of you guys just sit in like a meditative state, or you think you trail off into like these deep thoughts where you see yourself. And then maybe you see the higher version of yourself, or what you know that you could be on a higher timeline. That's what I'm seeing. And then it's like you want to integrate the two. Like you want to go, okay, this is the person, and this is how I see myself, you know? So I'm gonna make that happen. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So with the seeing beyond too, though, this is also about like the people around you. They started like seeing beyond, for some of them, their judgment on you, meaning like they may have had a set opinion towards you or about you, right? Doesn't matter who it is. With the way that you have been shedding and releasing and pulling back these layers, you started standing in your heart space more. It's like, what I'm getting is like people are blown away by you. They're blown away by what you have done, what you've taken, and it's wielding what is it, lead into gold or whatever, or the wool into gold, like Rumpelstiltskin, the spindle. Your radiancies and your energy and your light it's just shining through. It's just shining through. So you guys have really like done some cleanup work with this. I'm getting like cleaning out the cupboards. You know, what I'm seeing is like literally like kitchen cupboards where someone's taking all the plates, all the cups, bowls, everything, you know, all the things out of the cupboards, putting on the counter, and like squirting some, you know, cleaner, and literally like wiping down every little nook and cranny inside the cupboard. 2828 1010. Mirrored numbers. Bottom of the deck is 4-4, the divine matrix. You're so connected. I'm getting things like, help me love myself more. Like, you know, like show me what to do. Help me have strength. Help me have strength to stand in my truth and in my heart and what I feel. You know, help me discern, you know, things like that. I feel you guys have been, you know, really working with the divine through the illusions, through the smoke and mirrors. The divine has been really showing up for you, with you. You know, because they don't look at us like they're like, you know, higher than us or something. Like they don't look at us at all like that. You know, they are idly standing by at all times for us to reach out, to work with them, co-create with them. You're starting to see more of your divine self. The self, that's what I was saying. Many of you guys have had this happen, if you know what I'm talking about. I remember the first time I saw myself as my higher form, my higher self. Absolutely just, I don't know, just weird. Like, it's like a celestial, beautiful, goddessy, like Erica. And you know, the way that I can't explain, it's like she looks like me, but doesn't at the same time. And she's not like a solid form, you know, she's like a hologram type, you know, form and formless energy. When I saw her for the first time, you know, and I made it a point to want to see my higher self. You know, I didn't just sit and like wait for it to happen, although maybe it would have, right? Of course. But I was like, I was so adamant. I'm very strong-minded when it comes to connecting with spirit, with soul, you know, with my ascended masters, with my guardian angel, with my loved ones on the other side, you know, my brother, my grandma, ancestors, you know, all that. And at the same time, you know, even myself, I have some hard time disconnecting. Or not disconnecting, connecting, you know, to that. But that's only when I'm like getting in my head or getting in my own way. You know, for the most part, I'm like full on all the time, like can't even shut it off, you know. But anyways, I'm like totally getting off track here. But you guys started seeing your higher forms, your higher selves, the versions of you on different timelines, higher timelines, your destined timelines. Or you started seeing, like how I'm saying, like a version of your higher self. There's some powerful things that happen for some of you guys over the past couple months. And I'm not saying it's all Venus connected, absolutely not. But a lot of what I'm saying is the self-love, the looking within, the like, you know, how can I better myself more? Like, I want to like show myself more love. I want to take care of myself. I want to nurture myself. It is the Empress energy, you know, that you're washing yourself with and holding yourself with. The rose's kiss. The ladybug is going to be important, but the rose, the flowers, you know, I'm hearing Venus of the rose. You started blooming and blossoming even more because you started embracing your thorns. 30, I just saw 32. Which is 5-5. You started embracing your thorns and you started shining your light and you started feeling more beautiful, more handsome, more powerful. Standing in your sensuality, your sexuality, instead of being shamed for it or shaming yourself for it or feeling like, you know, because you've had partners in the past that really mentally abused you and maybe made you very insecure with yourself. Maybe with certain parts of your body. Maybe someone said something to you at one point that really hurt you and stuck with you. Okay, these are the parts, and that's another part of it is the compassion. So you've really gone, it started breaking down the walls with yourself. And you started having more compassion with yourself. You started loving yourself, your petals, your leaves, your thorns. You started surrendering more to, you know, like to the divine matrix, to connection with, you know, nature, you know, animals, humanity. There's a softening that has been taking place over, and that's what I mean. It's like all of this has been happening and it's literally like cleaning out the heart gunk, the love gunk, the self-love gunk, you know, that's what it is like for me with Venus in retrograde kind of. And I know that it's not the exact meaning and astrological and blah, blah, blah of all. That's what I'm receiving though. I bet if I looked it up, I'd probably be pretty damn close or dead on with it. Okay, so after that was endless possibilities. I'm gonna switch over. Okay, that was the last card, yeah. You're seeing, look at how the stars are aligned on her third eye and her crown chakra. Like that is so beautiful. She's so connected to the divine matrix. She's so connected to the cosmos, to the stars, to the astral realm. You know, in the astral realm, in the 5D, you guys, there is no shadow and light. There is no right or wrong. There is no male or female. The judgments end when we leave this physical earth, and we're bringing that into earth, where we see each other on a soul level. You're seeing yourself more on a soul level, which is what I was saying again with the higher self and all that. Even if you haven't like physically seen or envisioned or visioned your higher self at some point, like you have an idea of what that is and what that probably means and looks like, right? And that's the embodiment of what you've been pulling down and integrating in. This is a beautiful reading. I had no idea where this was gonna go. And I was like, this is gonna be short, which it's 35 minutes in, I'm wrapping it up, but you see, this is, the messages go reverse, see, and then it goes back, right? This means this is the end of the message, right? But look at, the last card is willing release. You are still holding on to things connected to love and partnerships, love connections, family things, you know, things that really, like I said, left those dark black tarry spots on your beautiful cosmic heart. Some of this is subconscious too, okay? A lot of it, maybe for a lot of you guys too, like happened in your dream state. I'm gonna use the Mermaid Oracle. You know, when you were astral traveling or whatever, right? Like you probably went to other timelines at some point, whether you remember or not. Met up with like other people and stuff and situations that you know, I don't know, but as I'm getting very heavily is like for a lot of you guys, you actually healed it in the astral. But for many of you guys, there's something here that came to the surface, came back around. Even if it was just an ex of yours who started popping up in your mind out of nowhere, like you started thinking about them and you're like, that's weird, why am I thinking about this person? I don't even care about this person, like that. The mirror, see, oh my God, I love this, thank you so much. Okay, look at this, holy confirmation. Look at her. Look how gorgeous this card is. Okay, by the way, many of you guys, you started reconnecting a lot over the past couple months too, to your past selves, to your, you know, those of you guys who resonate with Atlantis or Lemuria, Avalon, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, old Ireland. Know thyself. Self-examination. This whole message was about that, the Venus retrograde and what it did for divine feminine and divine masculine. Okay, so this is just for everyone, but I felt very called to do this for the feminine. But I am doing a reading for masculine and feminine after this. So you started to know thyself more. You got more in touch, and she's literally doing mirror work. And that's what I kept seeing. I kept seeing all these women sitting in front of mirrors, on their bathroom counters, on their floors, wherever they have their like mirrors. And you guys, look at how she's, oh, well, she's not really touching, but for me, and that's what I saw, was her like touching her heart. Doesn't matter. It's like, you know that she's in touch with herself. Know thyself, self-examination. So you were examining yourself, seeing who you really are. This is everything I just got done saying. And then bottom of the deck, last card here is card number 1. This is 21. Beauty. This is like the Empress here. Literally. This is Venusian energy right here. The planet of love, beauty, grace, sensuality, sexuality. Grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. So you're taking more integrity. There's more integrity there with your form and through spirit, through your soul self. Embracing your grace and your loveliness. And then look, card number 43, endurance, keep going. You see, it's like you have you have so much support, and it's like they're coming in and saying like, congratulations, like you did it, amazing work, job well done, you know, all of that. Which it really is. That's what I mean. I just saw 4-4. You guys are gonna be like, Venus going direct, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like you can exhale, but you're like gonna be going forward with all of this embodiment. Getting connected to your divine self, seeing through the veil, spiritual gifts on fleek, third eye activations, like, you know, yep, the High Priestess, yep. And then Temperance, and then Ace of Pentacles, and then wish fulfillments. Because Venus brings that energy of money flow, abundance, like that kind of stuff in. Again, it could, you know, there could have been some things with finances, and if you're karmic relationships, karmic connections, whatever it is, like I said, there was a jolt of some kind. Tapping into your spiritual side, seeing your higher self, the High Priestess. Embracing this, living in this truth, and no longer living in any smoke and mirrors when it comes to you. You no longer feel you can live in that illusion in any way. It hurts your heart too much. Feels so unnatural. And then Temperance, the angels have your back. Okay? And this is a card, again, of like everything in moderation, balancing. You really started like seeing, where am I doing this, or where am I doing too much of this, and where am I not doing enough of this, and what, you know, all of that. Beautiful. So anyways, my loves, this is what I have. I hope you guys enjoy this message. Of course, like, subscribe, all the things. I truly appreciate you guys. If you are new here, you definitely want to hit the notification bell. Don't lose the channel. I will be going live over the next couple days, so I'll be posting a flyer on the community page with the information of that. It's so funny, there's a lot of people that are really wanting the live card pulls and stuff right now, which is wonderful. I think it's because like this energy, I think people are just like, they're jazzed. They're like, they feel something like shifting, and it's good, and they feel like something is like a heaviness is lifted, or I don't know, I can't explain, but that's what I got. So anyway, so I love you guys. If you want to book anything with me, you can find all the information down below, and I will see you soon. Mwah.